Last week I talked about utilizing the gray rock method to help keep your emotions in check, your reactions minimal or to none, and your responses to very boring and monotone when you're trying to communicate with a narcissist while he's trying to push your buttons. This week I'm giving you 5 ways to disarm the narcissist so that you can no longer feel controlled by their words or their actions, and you can continue to live life in peace, working towards becoming stronger and healthier after divorce. But first, hi, I'm Grice, author of the book You Can Survive Divorce. I help to guide women to survive divorce and become stronger after. You can get all the assistance you need to survive your divorce and become stronger after at jengrice.com. Women often ask me, how can I make the narcissist or my kids or my family or whomever see the truth? Things are so stressful and dramatic all the time, I just want to stop. Sister, I've been there and wish the very same things myself. And I know I'm repeating myself when I say this, but you cannot change anyone but yourself. Honestly, you're stressing yourself out trying to get everybody to see the truth, change minds, and be convinced that you are divorced from a narcissist. And what would happen if you said, I'm done. I'm going to live for me and not worry about what others are doing or saying. Remember, I said that's the second most important thing you can do for yourself after divorce in my videos. I always leave links above or below to the other videos that I mentioned. But we also don't want to allow the narcissist to make us become doormats or think that they won the war. So how do we find that middle road where the narcissist is bothered and we are not? Let's get to it. 5 ways to disarm a narcissist so you can live a great life after divorce. Number 1, have little to no contact with the narcissist after separation and divorce. I spell that out in another video, but the point is, the best revenge you could ever do after divorcing a narcissist is to be emotionally healthy and happy, and do not engage with their drama. Don't allow him to suck you in, especially if he uses the children, even your own family, to try to get to you. Remember, he wants your attention, even positive or negative attention, so don't give him any of it. Learn gray rock or any other healthy methods you can to not engage in the drama and to emotionally separate from it. Number 2, narcissists and people with disturbed psychopathy are usually pathological liars. They lie out of habit to cover their own lies and sins. So when you try to prove the narcissist is wrong or show them the truth or expose the truth or try to tell them that they're a liar or other people, they will try to tell you that you are the liar. They'll project, say that you're wrong or crazy to even think that was true about him. The narcissist will fight you to the death on this, so it's best to learn to let him believe his own lies while you just know the truth. You waste your time disagreeing with a pathological liar. Any disagreement about their lies leads to arguments that go nowhere. Even if you have proof, they'll find a way to talk themselves out of the consequences. They're skilled at this. They've probably been doing it since they were kids. Just allow the truth to come out on its own. God always reveals the truth. Remember this verse. John 3:20 says in the Amplified Version, "For every wrongdoer hates the light and does not come into the light, but shrinks from it for fear that his sinful, worthless activities will be exposed and condemned." So somebody who has had practice of lying and cheating and sneaking and do all those things, they have left a trail of women doing the same things to them. Guess what? They're going to just keep covering up those lies. They're going to project on all their exes that it was all them and not him who had the problem. So your best bet is just to stay clear, let him believe his lies until they all catch up to him someday. Number 3, do not get sucked into their drama and press the panic button. I have a video about that as well. When they do, this goes back to no contact, but if you have to have contact, keep yourself as emotionally grounded as possible, even during high tension, emotional outbursts, or even when they're panicked about a situation. When he realizes that you won't be controlled into reacting, the narcissist may even say that you're unemotional, trying to, again, suck you back in. But remember, this is just you winning at not being controlled by their reactions. They hate this. They love to be able to manipulate people and get that reaction, because then they can blame. They say, see, it's your fault. It wasn't their fault. Your reaction was the fault. So the best thing you do do is just not play the game and be unemotional. You basically take yourself out of the equation for any kind of manipulation and triangulation they try to do to suck you in. Number 4, don't play the same psychological games that the narcissist is playing, hoping he'll see his own behaviors and stop. They won't understand or get it. They won't change until they have no one left to manipulate. And doing exactly what you do will only be more ammunition to blame you and get you to take the blame while pointing out this to other people. And then you'll just feel worse about how you acted, knowing people also know about it. A psychopathic person doesn't feel that remorse or guilt that you as a normal person feels. So trying to get them to see their actions by you also exhibiting those same behaviors doesn't work. The only way to disarm them is not to play their games, not to join in, and allow them to just face their consequences eventually. And number 5, have clear and healthy boundaries with all people in your life. When you are emotionally healthy, have emotionally healthy people and relationships in your life, and practice self-care, you're less likely to have drama in your life and attract unhealthy people. When the narcissists hear that you're over here living a good life and have great friends and relationships and not dealing with all the drama that he's probably still dealing with, maybe they'll finally know how much their life was ruined by their own doing. But don't hold your breath, because half a second later, he'll be so busy trying to manipulate someone else or lie or cover up or project just to get their way that they're not going to be even remembering that they felt a tinge of guilt. We read in Proverbs 28:13-14 that says, "He who conceals his transgressions will not prosper, for whoever confesses and turns away from their sins will find compassion and mercy. Blessed and favored by God is the man who fears sin and its consequence at all times, but he who hardens his heart and is determined to sin will fall into disaster." That's a promise we can count on. God's will be done. Live according to God's commandments and remember his promises, and you will prosper. You are his beloved, and he only wants what's best for you. That's living a great life, knowing that in the end, God will say to you, "Well done, good and faithful servant." Keep that end goal in mind. So, in what ways have you learned to be emotionally healthy or disarm a narcissist during or after divorce? I pray that you're becoming stronger after divorce. But if you need a mentor or coach on your journey from someone who's been there, sometimes still dealing with the after effects, you can purchase a consult on my website at jengrice.com. And if you sign up for emails below, you receive a coupon code to save $25 off the current sale price. Also, don't forget to grab my book, You Can Survive Divorce, on Amazon, and leave a review after you've purchased and read it. All purchases and reviews help to keep this ministry going, and we sure do appreciate it. I hope I supported you in some way today. I'll talk more about surviving this season of divorce and learning to thrive after in upcoming videos, so be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss new videos when they're uploaded. Hey, I hope to see you in the next video. God bless.